Good morning, everybody. It's a Savage Stacker. All right, so I wanted to make an announcement about the auction that's coming up for my father. He finally made it home from the hospital on Friday, and that has proven to have a lot of its own challenges. So before I get into this review, I want to tell everybody thank you for coming by my YouTube channel, and I appreciate it. And we're going to talk about some things after I give you guys an update. So what I'm going to do is have a little auction. I had some people, they sent some stuff in. Death from Below, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. If you don't have Death from Below, go down and check him out. And he's sending a bunch of stuff. That is amazing. I got another package here from Stack Attack Rager. And I already opened it up, but I have not looked at the contents yet. All right, let's see here. A little note. Got one of the cards. I missed out on the card thing. I wasn't paying attention. And I got a little package there. All right. Hello, Savage Stacker. I'm sending this bar for your auction for your father. It's made by Engelhard. It's a colonial mint with only 1K or lower produced. Hope it does well for your auction. Would like a sticker for my album, of course. I will get that out to you. I never got around to getting stickers made, but I'll send one of my few Topps cards that I have left. Thank you, brother. I truly appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. We're gonna open this up and take a look at that. And let's see his little card here. He's got the snuggly, fluffy kitty on there. Stack Attack Wager. We got a favorite coin, Morgan Dollar. Favorite mint, Carson City. Enjoy vintage, silver, and constitutional. Enjoy all silver. Enjoy mountain biking, metal detecting. Favorite number is 7. Color is green. Stack it up. Yes, indeed. All right. So let's look in here. Let's see what he sent. A colonial bar. Man, I don't even think I have one of those. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Yep, these are cool. These are cool. That's awesome right there. It's a colonial bar, which is made by Engelhard. And, yeah, that is cool. Yeah, these are very low mintage, that I do know. So that is pretty cool. That will be up for auction. Right on. I hate it when people send stuff in that I don't have, because I'm like, ooh, I'm going to have to bid on that myself on my own auction. That's pretty cool. Thank you very much. So I got some stuff sent in from Stack Attack Wager and from Death from Below. And there's a couple more people said they were sending stuff in, but I haven't seen anything yet. So if you guys are sending something in, get it in, because I'm going to have this auction on the 9th. And we were going to do it at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it's going to be like 9 o'clock at night. Maybe we'll do it at 5 p.m. here. That'll be 8 o'clock there. That way, and it'll go like 2 hours. That'll be 10 o'clock for the people on the East Coast. So that won't be too bad. So we'll do it on a Saturday, which is Saturday the 9th, which is coming up soon, like 5 days away. So I'm going to give it to my people, and if you are still sending something in, I know there's 2 of you out there that said you were sending something in, get it in the mail, and I will send you guys that send some stuff in, some nice Savage swag, and then, some little goodies and stuff too for helping out, because I truly appreciate it. My dad appreciates it. He doesn't know anything about this kind of stuff, so he's like, wait, people are doing what? They're sending what in? Why would they do that, And I'm like, well, they're trying to help out, Dad, And he's like, well, I just don't get it. Like from YouTube, I don't understand. Like, who are these people? And he just doesn't get it. He doesn't do his social media. He doesn't do any of that stuff. So, but he is grateful. And I've sent him some pictures of the stuff that Death from Below sent in, and he's like, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe people sent that in. To him, that stuff is treasure, and he doesn't understand what people, why you would send treasure in to help out. he trips out on it. So he thinks it's pretty cool, and he appreciates everything from everybody. And I have pictures, but I don't want to send these pictures out there of like what was wrong with his leg. It was very sad and bone chilling, and hurts my soul just to think about how bad he got. So thank you guys for sending this stuff in. I appreciate it, and my dad appreciates it. And I think I'm going to move up there and go help take care of him. My sister's had a really hard time the last few days. She's trying to go after her master's degree, so she's been very busy with school and had a hard time, leaving a few times a day to go help him, because he can't really roll over or nothing right now. He has his other leg. He can't use it. It's super weak. And we got to figure out how to get him strengthened up to use his arms and his other leg. So VA's taking care of a lot of stuff, wheelchairs, prosthetics, stuff to outfit the house. But there is some stuff that we have already spent money on that my sister, she would love to be able to get paid back for. And some other things we got to purchase for him to help make his life a little easier. And that's why I'm doing this auction. It's not going to be a huge auction, just something to help take a little burden off my sister, my dad, and me. I don't really care. I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever it takes. And I'm going to be putting up most of the stuff for this auction just to make a little coin to help out with. We want to lower the counters and get another refrigerator that's everything's on the bottom. Right now he has one that's side by side, everything's up high, and they have those refrigerators with a drawer in the bottom where you can get your stuff in the bottom drawer. That's what I want to get for him, so I'm going to work on trying to get that for him. And then I got to go there myself and outfit his kitchen. I just hurt myself right now. I burned myself on my truck exhaust the other day trying to clean it out after work, and I just hit it on the side of the table. Now I'm bleeding. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. All right, so let's talk about a couple things. So thank you, everybody, for coming by for that. It's going to really help out, and even if it's just a little bit of stuff, it's still going to help out with some things, especially my sister. She's putting in a lot of work. She's overwhelmed, and she's coming out of pocket with money, and she's just stressed out. And I want to prove to her that, hey, we got a good community out here that was willing to help out and help take some of that burden off you. So that's what we're going to do, and truly appreciate it. And thanks for all the prayers and all the good stuff. I've never done an auction before like this on my channel, so this is new, and I appreciate all the help from people on the prayers and anything that somebody sent in. That is amazing. That is your hard-earned money, and I truly appreciate the help. And like I said, I'm going to pull out a whole bunch of cool random things from my stack, personal stack, and I get some vintage, some collectible stuff, some modern collectible stuff, and I got all kinds of random things that I'll put up there. So, and I don't have time to pour anything. I was thinking about selling a couple poured pieces, but I just don't have time, man. I've been so busy. I mean, I am wrecked, 16-hour days the last 3 months. It's been rough, so there's no time to do that. But if I do get a chance to pour a piece of silver, I will put it in the auction. All right, let's talk about a couple things. I've been watching all kinds of videos about coin shop owners getting their bank accounts closed. And I'm not going to make a video solely on that because I haven't experienced that per se, but I have talked to my coin shop, and he has said that it cost him a significant amount of money if he goes over depositing $4,000 a week. He can deposit $4,000 a week. It still costs him money, but if he goes over that, it costs a significant amount. And so that's $16,000 a month he can deposit from his business in cash. And if he goes over that amount, it's like this huge penalty, which is weird. And so I'm not going to speculate on why these banks are closing down these people's account, but I will say that I think them not wanting to take large quantities of cash and them not wanting you to take large quantities out it's very, 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 I don't know about sketchy, but it's just very odd. And one thing I do know is that we need these coin shops. If they start closing their doors, they can't find banks that are going to do business with them, then we are stuck selling our metals when we need the money. Now, I know a lot of you guys and gals are like, I'm in it for the long haul. This is going to be in my stack forever. But US dollars is what we use for currency. Point blank. You can't go into a store and sell an eagle and trade it for anything. And I would especially not take face value for it at all. There's no way. So if you have no way to exchange it into dollars, how are you going to use it when you need it? Now, this is my savings account. This isn't, some of this I will die with, yes, and it will be handed down to my kids, yes. But this is a savings account. So if I can't go in and exchange it for dollars because my coin shop doesn't exist anymore, what are we going to do with it? What are we going to do, and how are we going to make those transactions stacking up metals? And that is a concern of mine. I am really worried about that because I have put a lot of my money into precious metals. I think that's something that people are overlooking. I hear a lot about people talking about this is why we stack precious metals, because we want out of the banks. Okay, but if you're stuck with these and you can't do transactions with silver and gold, right, because no one's going to accept it, I would accept it, but these big stores or these brick and mortar places, they're not going to accept gold and silver as payment. First off, they wouldn't know how to do the math with it. Second, they're not going to, they're just not going to take that as a transaction. Could you go to a farmer's market or a farm or somewhere like that and get food? Yes, I'm sure they would be happy to trade metals for food. But how many of them are going to actually do that? And what are we going to do if we cannot trade our, excuse me, that's my bloody towel. If we can't trade this for cash because there's no more local coin shops, or they don't want to give you cash no more. They're like, we'll give you a check, and I get that a lot. Like, I'll give you a check. Now I got to take that $2,000, $4,000, whatever, and I got a paper trail down to the bank, deposit it in my bank, take a little bit of it out. And I don't like having to do that. I like to take the cash. If they give me cash, I will always accept the cash. And but not all the time do they do that. They might have done 10 transactions that day. They might be short on cash, and they're like, I can give you $500 and the rest of the check. And I'm like, okay, maybe we'll just do this tomorrow. But I got to work, so I can't come down here tomorrow. So now I got to take the check. Now I got to go deposit it in my bank. And there's a paper trail of what I'm doing from that shop, right? So that's not how I want to do business with gold and silver. If I want it out of the banks, I want it out of the banking system, period. Not leave a paper trail with a check, So these are concerns I'm having because I'm hearing these stories more and more every day about, banks closing down coin shops, bank accounts. And to me, I'm like, okay, if these people all get just tired of this, and they've had that shop 40 years, they've made enough money to retire, it's part of their life, and they just keep their shop open. But what if they just get tired of the drama with these banks and they go, you know what, it's time to close shop? I mean, I don't know about you, but in my town, I have one coin shop. Now, over the hill in San Jose, there's many coin shops. But over here, I have one. And if he ever closes his door, well, we're kind of screwed, at least locally. And he does a lot of good for me and my stack, and takes care of me pretty well. And if I don't have him, that's going to be a huge blow to the other side of the coin, no pun intended. Buying precious metals is one thing, but turning them back into cash so you can use it for everyday life or whatever is another side of that coin that people don't realize that you need, right? I don't know about you. I know a lot of you say you're in this for the long haul. I am too, but there is a piece of my stack that I keep fluid. And if I need money, or if I need anything, or I want to play a little bit, I go trade in some metals and get some cash, right? I have cash on hand, but I don't like to break into my savings, my cash savings. I leave it at a certain amount, always. I just explained that in my other video yesterday. And so I will go take certain amounts of stuff and I will go and, sell it and have some cash on hand. What if that option's not there? What if I got to send it into a bullion dealer, watch them scrutinize every single coin and go, oh, it's got some toning, oh, it's dinged up there on the edge or whatever, and then they're like, we'll give you a spot for those onzas, right? Which these are heavy premium coins. I know I can get more than spot for that. But what if you're at the mercy of the bullion shops, bullion dealers online, and they scrutinize that stuff? Then they'll turn around and sell this as a toner and even get more money out of it. But to you, they will tell you, oh, it's got a lot of tone, it's got a lot of, marks on it, we'll give you a spot for it. And you're like, really? And you're kind of at the mercy of whatever they say, especially if you send all your stuff in. What are you gonna do? Chance sending it back and it getting lost in the mail? Like, that sucks. You're gonna just have them cut you a check and take whatever you can take and go. On the streets out here, we can go to a coin shop. If you don't like their price, you can go down the street and go to another one until you find the price that you want them to pay. And what if we don't have that ability anymore? And it feels like it's coming down the pipe. It really feels like the banks, which are in cahoots with the Fed, I'm sure, are talking about this. Somebody's talking about this somewhere. This is being talked about the banks and cash and local coin shops and gold and silver bullion places. There is some talk going on, and that means it's out in the world that they want stuff shut down. So if these places just start closing up their doors, closing up shop and moving on and retiring, that is a huge blow to us as a stacker, because I don't want to be at the mercy of the bullion dealers online and having to sell to them and taking their crap prices. I really don't, because a lot of them set a price and this is what we'll take. Like we got like this. It's a call eagle, right? And I got this for spot price, right? It's toned up, it's a little scratched up, it's a call. And these calls online are still heavy premium coins. But when you sell them, they want pristine, sellable eagles. They want pristine to give you a good price over spot. But then you turn around and you see, after you sell all these calls to a coin shop, right, or a bullion dealer, and they give you a spot or even under spot, but then they turn around and go, call eagles for sale, still $4 over an ounce. And these are sitting at 8 over, right? And you're like scratching your head going, wait a minute, you just talk trash about them, but you're still charging $4 and, over an ounce for call eagles. So, they will definitely try to have a set market, and that's what you're going to get, because they have margins and they're not personable with you. You don't have a relationship. They don't care what you're going through. They're like, this is our price. This is it. It's always set like this. Take it or leave it. And you're like, ugh. But with a coin shop, I can go in there, and if I know the guy, he'll be like, oh yeah, I take all call eagles. They sell really well. I'll give you $1 over spot. And you're like, cool. Bring in pristine ones. And it's like, yeah, I'll give you $4 over spot or whatever, right? If that personal relationship is gone and taken out of this whole thing, then we're in trouble. And that is an aspect of this we need to look at. Yes, I know it's like we're taking money out of the banking system, putting it in precious metals. And if we're able to barter with this stuff amongst all types of, stores and restaurants and businesses and personal peer-to-peer, that's one thing. But if you can't make any of those transactions with precious metals, and you can only use cash at stores and all these other places, and we don't have a place to turn it back into dollars, we are in deep trouble. And we're just going to be sitting on metals. And I'm sure it will change over time, but then you'll for sure have to definitely hold on to it for long term, because you won't be able to get rid of it, or I won't be able to get rid of it. So that is a scary concept, and it makes me want to, hold back a little bit on my purchases, and just wait this out and see what is going on exactly with the banking system and bullion shops. Is it a personal thing? Is it a problem with the way they're doing business? Have they done some bad business, or is this across the board? Because I've heard this happening in many different states now. There's like 4 stories or 5 stories out there, and I'm sure there's hundreds more that don't even get talked about. And I know with my coin shop, they're very weird about taking cash from him, and they charge him a lot to deposit cash, which is just insane to me. That's what a bank is. You have a bank account, you deposit your cash in there, boom. Like, it doesn't make any sense why they want to charge you to deposit your cash in your bank account. It doesn't make sense, especially because they get to, every dollar you put in there, 90 cents of it, they get the loan back out. So why would they trip on giving them large amounts of cash? Doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, there is the money laundering thing and all that stuff, but a lot of those people sign a thing that says they will watch for that, and so I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to keep watching this. I think this is a big deal, a huge deal. I know there's a couple of channels out there, smaller channels, undermining it, saying that we're crazy and stuff. We're even talking about this stuff, but this is what we do. Anything that changes in the realm of what we do, anything that affects that, I think is a big deal and should be talked about and looked into. I would probably talk to your bank and just see what they think about it. Who knows? If you got somebody in there, a teller or somebody that you talk to, really well, see if you can get some information of what they've been hearing about it. That, then you'll know at least a little bit about what's going on if they know that information. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. September 9th, next Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. West Coast, what do you call that? I don't know. West Coast time, and I believe that's an hour earlier, probably, so like 7, I believe, Mountain Time. I think that's right. I'm not sure. Just do the math from Pacific Standard Time, which would be 5 p.m. We're going to have an auction. We're going to have some cool things in there. This bar is going to be there, and I'll pick out some really cool stuff, and I will try to put a spreadsheet up of the stuff that I have, but also I'm not going to put it all on the spreadsheet because I want people to stick around or not just show up for that one piece. So I'm not going to put it all in there. I'll put some specific stuff in there, and then I'll have all this other stuff I'll be auctioning off as well, and it'll be a surprise. So stay tuned. Next Saturday, September 11th or September 9th, 2023, Savage Stacker is going to have an auction. So it's a benefit for my father for having his leg amputated and to help him out. So, and thank you everybody for sending stuff in. I truly appreciate it. Remember to hit that bell icon so you get updated on my latest videos. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Savage Stacker is over and out.